Hello and welcome. My name is Jean, and today we're going to spend some time moving through a bit of hip rotation, the internal and external, respectively. So, starting off in a seat, sit bones on the ground, shoulders are soft from the ears. Just finding a moment to introduce yourself to your space. Take a big breath in through your nose, and then welcome the exhale, a sigh through the mouth, or that gentle pressing of air out through the nostrils. Take time to notice how your body is settling into your space. Maybe you've got some tension, some places in the body that you're holding, sustaining. Observe if you're carrying anything extra to your mat. Something that your day has brought upon you, or something from yesterday. Something that doesn't quite want to leave your space just yet. And then make that decision if it's something you want to carry with you through your practice this day, or if it's something that you want to set down, put aside, at least for a few moments. And as part of that return to your space, welcome into your heart, into your mind, into your being, any intention, any sankalpa, any kind of idea that you want to spend some time with today. An open and closed rotation hip practice might be served by an intention of recognizing space, how full or what capacity your body is carrying, anything along those lines. But as ever, it's your practice. Maybe just giving yourself some time to exist without any expectations, without any requirements. This is your time. So we'll take just another 3 more breaths. Offer some gratitude to yourself always. Whatever day part you're choosing to practice today is a part of your day that you are honoring yourself and choosing to uphold the relationship between you and your own body. So starting off with some neck circles, we'll just take an inhale, dropping the right ear gently onto your right shoulder. And then as the exhale arrives, the chin moves itself forward through your sternum. Take another inhale, bringing your left ear to your left shoulder. And then as you exhale, release the neck behind you for a throat opener, or take the neck through center. We'll do 2 more circles to the right, breathing in and then out. Take another inhale and then exhale, letting that air out through the nose or sighing through the mouth. Nice job. Last breath here at your pace, last circle, I should say. Nice. And then we'll take those same 3 circles going the opposite direction. So first one is guided, left ear is to your left shoulder now. And then chin to your chest as you exhale. Inhale again, right ear finds the right shoulder, that mirroring shape. And then exhale, release the neck behind once more or move through center. 2 more circles at your pace. Maybe you're going a little faster. Your breath might have you moving a little slower. But just observe, take note, maybe acknowledge. Nice job. So as you come back to center, we'll take that inhale, open your spine. As your shoulders widen, your gaze rises up. And then exhale, hollowing the rib space, bringing your chin down to your tailbone. Inhale again, just getting some flossing movement through cow, opening up your heart center. And then exhale for cat. Chin guides to tailbone, ribs give your spine a hug. Take 3 more of these cat-cows from a seat at your pace. Great job, last one. And then as the chest and spine are warm, some inhale coming back to your center. On an exhale, you're just going to shift back on the sit bones to uncross the legs. We'll send them out in front toward the top of your mat. Always welcome to have some props nearby if you'd like to use them in a capacity. So we'll start off just by taking an easy fold here, a gentle fold. If you want to bring the blanket with you, nice time to wrap the blanket around, roll it, and set it underneath your knees. I can give a little micro bend here. So taking a breath in, your hands will come down to the sides of your feet and legs. And then as you exhale, taking caterpillar, spider walk the hands forward. Whether you keep them on the mat, whether your hands find your legs in some form. If the feet in front of you are a goal that you want to uphold today, you can even take your peace fingers, index and middle finger, wrap them around your big toe, and then place the thumb on top of your toe for a toe lock. Just holding here for a minute. Nice job. Couple breaths in, observe how you're feeling. How's this fold feeling for your body today? Your sit bones are still planted on the ground. Chin guided down to your thighs. And of course the heart moving closer to the legs, just giving you that nice release through your spine. You have the option to even bend your elbows, bringing them more on top of your legs. This may widen the wingspan of your upper back, halfway point of your fold though. Nice work. 2 breaths left. So as that next inhale arrives, you're just going to walk the hands on the legs or the sides of them, peeling the spine back up. And then keeping the left leg where it is, you'll exhale, bend that right knee. Think of bringing that right foot just behind the rolled up blanket if you brought it with you. From there, you're just opening the right knee out to the side, taking a seated tree. And then option to take a block with you, set it underneath the right knee. Just to give you a little lift here, we'll take another inhale. And then that seated fold, exhale, folding over your left leg, forehead to left knee. Same thing, just holding for a minute. So even as you are addressing some external hip rotation on the right leg, you're still getting that lengthening, that stretch sensation all throughout the left. Just like caterpillar, notice how you're folding, how far your body's wanting to go. You've got another 4 more breaths where you're at, just taking a minute in each place. These shapes can be held for upwards to 2 to 3 minutes depending on how far into the fascial network or that webby tissue around your muscles you want to cover today. But we'll take 1 more breath here for good measure. So connecting some movements here. You're going to inhale, stack the spine back to your center until you feel your sit bones on the ground. And then looking over your right shoulder, you're going to exhale as you engage from your torso, your ribs. Take a twist here. The left hand finds your right leg. Right hand makes a kickstand behind your right hip. Every inhale, feel yourself planting on your left sit bone just so that your crown of the head lifts to the ceiling. And then every exhale, perhaps you look a little further over your right shoulder, encouraging a deeper twist, a twist that honors your body today. Holding this one for slightly longer. Great job. 2 more breaths here. Now last, inhale. Look a little bit further, taking your drishti, your point of focus, over that right shoulder. And then exhale, undo the twist in your ribs, easing back to center. From here, the right hand will scoop the right knee back as you inhale. And then exhale, stepping that right foot over the left leg. From here, you're just sliding your basically right knee a little more on top of the left. And then just a half shoelace here. Exhale, very brief fold over that right leg. Holding here for a minute, still pressing into your sit bones on the ground. So you're using your seated tree fold in conjunction with your half shoelace just to give some variation to your hip rotation. Seated tree is great for your external hip rotation, that opening out of the knee or the winging of the knee. Whereas this half shoelace fold, especially for the right leg on this side, is beneficial for that internal hip rotation on your right hip. Nice job. Last breath here. Good. So taking that inhale, you're pressing into the sit bones as you come back to center. And then very gently helping your right leg exhale, send the legs in front. Shake them out a little bit. If you have any water in your space, always welcome to drink some water. And all the while, just noticing that space in your right hip that you've spent some time with. Maybe a little more open, maybe a little more fluid. Just breathing. If you used a block on the right side, go on ahead and shift the block to your left, as we'll soon be taking those same two shapes from the other side. And all in conjunction again with that midpoint twist, just to get a little extra twisting in the body. So from here, taking that inhale, feel the sit bones restack. Orient yourself on your mat. And then keeping that rolled up blanket where it is, exhale to bend the left knee, bringing your left foot just behind the blanket. From there, inhale, open the left knee out to the side, taking that seated tree. And then as you exhale, fold forward over the right leg, lengthening through the right calf. And similarly, your hands don't really have a required place to be. Whether they're both on that extended leg, you can have them on the mat again, or just like your other folds, you can reach toward that extended foot, your right foot. Just like before, taking that minute here, you're about 25 seconds in. Now coming back to your intention for these last couple breaths. Always nice to revisit what you're spending some time on your mat with today. What space are you noticing in that left hip as you spent some time here? And then on an inhale, stack the spine as you return to your center. And then on an exhale, taking that tree-based twist, twist your abdomen and torso to the left. Right hand finds the left leg, while the left hand makes that kickstand behind the left hip. Breathe. Just like that first side of your twist, you're here for a little bit longer. So as ever, feel free to gauge how far over your left shoulder you want to look. You spent a little time warming up the neck, at least before taking a few of these shapes. Where does your asana want to go today? Even as this is a variation of a twist, you still have your sit bones planted on the earth. You still have your tailbone as that stationary base. Much like a corkscrew, all of the other vertebrae stack on top. But you're still getting that range of motion, finding some mobility in your neck muscles, in your chest. 3 more breaths. Nice work. So as you inhale, look back just a little bit further. And then exhale, the twist is undone from the torso back to center. From here, you're having that left hand gather the left leg, left knee points up. And then step the left foot over the right leg, sliding the left knee more on top, that half shoelace shape. So from here, breathe in once more, lengthen your spine. And then as you exhale, just taking a fold over that folded left leg, just getting a bit more into your left side's internal hip rotation. Same thing here, just for a minute. Now for consideration, these shapes that you've spent some time in today are great preparatory moments for if you have a pigeon pose in your practice, if you have any kind of hip alignment based shapes, like even Warrior 1 and Warrior 2 can be well served by taking some time for your hip rotation. And of course, a shape we'll be moving into for your Savasana shortly, one that's pretty familiar, your butterfly, is also well served by taking some time for both forms of your hip rotation, internal and external. Taking 2 more breaths. From half shoelace, that's that moment to inhale. Restack the spine back to your center. Great work. And then exhale, the left leg joins the right. Shake them out, drink some water. Just making some of those movements. If you used your blocks for either side of your seated tree, make sure to have them nearby. And if you had your blanket under that rolled up part of the legs, you can set it to a side, maybe even set it at the back of your mat as a pillow for your head. But once you've made those movements for yourself, it's time to head down to your mat. So make some space and then find your way down. First, taking some time to adjust the upper body however you need. You can even rock softly side to side, just so that you know your sacrum is finding a point of contact that it's comfortable with. From here, you're just going to take another inhale through the nose, and then exhale, bending the knees, soles of the feet are on your mat. From there, you're just going to heel toe them in as close together as they want to get, the inner curves touching, and then opening your knees outward on that breath out, reclining butterfly. As mentioned, your blocks are nearby so that they can catch your legs, at least catch the opening of your knees. And all the while, the soles of the feet are pressed beside one another. So of course, just a short practice today with a couple of movements oriented on hip rotation. And as mentioned, a practice like this can be a great bit of preparation for any more dynamic shapes. But knowing that you've taken some time to gently introduce some space into yourself. That space can help you with the folding forward, the sinking forward, and surrendering in more of those dynamic shapes. So encourage yourself to feel how you're breathing right now through the nose. Inhale. And find that same self-encouragement as you breathe out through the nose. Or sigh through the mouth, even yawn too. That breath of yours helps to create some space for your body to exist, even if the body may not be thinking of such a thing specifically at a given moment.